Oh my god. Yes. Hi, hello, hi. Yay. Part two. This is part two of yapping about my OCs. I have tried to record this video, like, wait, like 2 times now. But I wasn't proud of any of the others. Not proud, but I didn't like them. Okay, I didn't like them. But now I'm saying hi, and I'm hoping that this video will be the one that will go out on YouTube and people will see this one. Hopefully. Oh, damn, that's a short video. No, not video. I meant warning. I don't have a script for this one either. Okay. Why am I laughing? Great question. But warnings. Yes, warnings. This video contains deaths of both children and adults. Possibly mentions of self-harm and sexual assault and blood/gore, and might contain other sensitive topics that you are not completely comfortable with. So please click off if you're sensitive to any of these. Viewer discretion is advised. So now we can start. Finally, we can start. Yeah, and also LGBTQIA+ is also mentioned. So if you're a homophobe, fuck off. Oh yeah, and swearing. Sorry. It's kind of became a habit, but we can start now. Yeah. Okay, so the first one that I'd like to introduce is Laura. Laura is Bro, what? Okay, whatever. Laura is, Laura, what is Laura again? Yes, she is 20 years old, and she is the guardian of the sky. She's one of the sky people, because you see the cloud thingy on her back. Yeah, that's all sky people acid. Sky people are people that lives in the clouds, and they're invisible to humans. I mean, they can show themselves if they want to, but most of the time they choose to stay hidden, because that's smart. Anyway, Laura's the queen of the sky people, and she had a mentally abusive father to her, and is physically abusive to her mom and her sister. Yes, she has an older sister, but she died. She was beheaded when she was 14. And Laura was 5, and the mom was also beheaded when Laura was 5. Anyway, yay, okay, that's Laura. You can, get Laura, maybe, later. This is Autumn. Autumn is the guardian of the forests, and they're an elf. They are also non-binary, and the childhood friend of Laura. Don't worry, this is not an enemy. No, this is not a friends to lovers type of thing. I don't know. I needed someone who was just friends. I have too many people that are together. Or it can never be enough gays, but you know what I mean. Autumn was physically abused by their dad when they were a little child, and they murdered their dad when they were 13 and got away with it. And then they became the ruler of the alien kingdom, of the elf kingdom, and there are elves scattered all across the world, but the elf kingdom is the main place where they stay. Yes. Autumn is pretty stoic and emotionless, even. Yay. Some elves, by the way, has wings and some doesn't. Yeah, this is even, he's gay as fuck. He's the older half brother of this girl on their mom's side. Yimin's mom was probably mentally abusive to him. Yimin actually grew up with his mom, unlike Tanya, and she probably killed his dad, like Yimin's dad too, not gonna lie. And when no, yeah, I think she did that, and then she left to kill Tanya's dad and take over the elemental kingdom. But I think, oh my god, but Demon is the guardian of blood and a vampire, but he thinks blood is meh. Blood is meh. He doesn't drink blood daily. But he would be the king of the vampire kingdom if it wasn't abandoned, because they're all cowards too. But yeah, that's Yemin. He's pretty weird. I mean, yeah, I actually have an information sheet of him, but I don't have. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it now. Sorry. Oh my god. Next one, we have Blossom. Blossom is the Guardian of Spring, but she is not in the same OC universe as Yimin or Tanya or Laura or Autumn or Kiara or any Guardian that I mentioned. She is from the second OC universe, and she is the ruler of the Spring Kingdom and the creator of flower creatures, which are creatures which are basically born from the seed of a flower or the flower itself. I don't know. But Blossom is suicidal, and she hates being immortal, because then she will never get to experience a human life. So nowadays she's like just a depressed, anger issued-ish a teenager, although she's billions of years old, and she gained consciousness the first spring, but she was born the first winter, but she was born. No, she gained consciousness the first spring. Yay. This is Sunny. Sunny is the Guardian of Summer, and she is the ruler of, she's queen, but I guess ruler, I don't know. She's the queen/ruler of the Summer Kingdom, where sun creatures live. And Sunny made the first sun creature, which was it formed into many other sun creatures. It didn't really form, but it gave birth, I guess. No, they don't give birth. Sun creatures or flower creatures don't have parents, but yeah, Sunny is kind of energetic, and she's low-key kind of smart too. You cannot hide feelings from her, whether it'll be romantic or if you're just sad. Oh my god. But yeah, she is pretty stereotypical anime girl but I love her. She can be serious too, by the way. She can be if she wants to. She just chooses not to because boring. Anyway, this is Olivia. She is 5-year-old princess, or she was a princess, or she is a princess. I don't know. She's dead. A car ran over her. She was playing with stuff on in the middle of the road, and then the car was driven by an alcoholic drug addict probably, and they probably didn't give a fuck that she was in the road, and then they just drove over her, and then Olivia died because they didn't find her before the next day. And she's a siren, by the way, but sirens are mostly on land. And because why? Because there are mermaids in the water, and I did not follow how the legends go usually. Anyway, this is Angela. She was manipulated by this beach. She was manipulated by her, so Angela thought she had finally made a friend. She was manipulated, and then Tanya and Angela usually went to different abandoned buildings and explored them. And 2 weeks after befriending her, Tonya, like 2 weeks after Angela befriended Tonya, or Tonya befriended her, but it's okay. But Tonya exploded the building, which exploded Angela, which made Angela die, and Angela was missing for a while before she was not found. Haha, bitch. Anyway, yeah, as you can probably see, they are related. Angela is Olivia's aunt, actually. Angela was 11, by the way. This is April. Her design is not accurate because she actually like stitched her whole fucking body up with needle and whatever the I don't know. You cannot blame me. I am not English, so don't blame me. I don't know the word. Okay, I forgot the word. Anyway, April is, yeah, she went insane because I haven't really figured out who died first and who died after and after and after, but April went insane after some deaths of her sisters, and she stitched herself up and then she died. Rest in peace. Not this is Naomi. She died, she was 14, and April was 13. This is weird because yeah, sirens usually have a lot of children. I don't know, bro. And usually women siren genes are they're very good genes, okay? That's why all of the sisters look the same. Anyway, so Naomi was like, she had a sickness which is mostly usual for older sirens, but she got it, and every day she threw up lots of blood, and that continued for a few days before she threw up her organs, and then she died. She had went to sleep. She had told her sisters that she would go to sleep, and just yeah, they didn't find her till the day after. It was probably Rose that found her this one. Anyway, so Amethyst is the one that is closest with Naomi. If Naomi would pick any of the sisters, she would pick Amethyst. Amethyst died from cancer, and she still has her hair. Because guess what, guys? She didn't tell anyone. Amethyst here is a strong girl. Ew, what the fuck? But yeah, she died from cancer. She's still very talkative and very kind-hearted. Yeah, I don't know what to say about her. Yeah, by the way, April 13, if I didn't say that, and she loved to sew things like clothes, and she loved clothes and fashion and stuff. Anyway, this is Celine. She is coping. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really added that much to Celine's character. All I know is that I have changed her design 1 or 2 times if shrinking the head counts. But I changed her hairstyle and I took away her glasses and stuff. But I don't know. Nowadays she's kind of a bitch, but it's just because she's coping and she's used to coping. Although she did lose her parents. Anyway, we can go to the next since I don't have a lot for Celine. This is Eliana. Eliana is very yeah, she's talkative, maybe not energetic, but talkative, and she also loves clothes, but not that much. She can't sew, but she does love to pick a pretty outfit every day or every second day, I don't know. But what I love about her is her hair. I love curly hair. It looks so fluffy, and I don't know, it looks pretty. And I love her dress. I love her design, actually. Like, most of the time when you meet her, she'll smile at you if you look at her. Like, yeah, she'll smile. It's genuine trust. Anyway, so she was kidnapped by a bunch of men, and then when she said she didn't want to be their girlfriend, they kind of stabbed her in the back, but she slays, so she crawled back because she couldn't stand, because she was stabbed in the back. I don't know how this works, sorry, I didn't do much studies, but she did go back to the city and she was taken to the hospital. Yay. Anyway, this is Ocean. She was one of the two sisters that were in the car crash that murdered their parents. And Ocean is the queen of the Siren Kingdom and the guardian of the seas. She is probably she's probably the siren that uses her siren form most of the time, because most sirens don't even use their siren form once. And she oh my god. Okay, so first I have to do that. Oh no, I don't want to explain. Ocean is 19 years old, and she is the mom of Olivia. So Olivia would be 6 years old if she was still alive. But yeah, Ocean is 19, Olivia would be 6. I love you, Ocean. Why did I do that to you? Originally, I was gonna make her do self-harm, but then I was like, that's too much. Okay, girl, that's too fucking much. Okay, so Ocean was like, she was on number 2 on the top 10 OC list for a while, but she has gone down because why not? I have gotten so many new characters that I love, and I don't even know if this list is accurate. Anyway, Ocean. Okay, so now I can get into the lesbian stuff. Ocean is a lesbian, and she had a mermaid girlfriend because that mermaid, mermaids usually act more fish than human, but this mermaid, Morgan, was something else. I think she has siren blood in her blood, but who knows? I know. Anyway, but they broke up because, yeah, they argued and they broke up, and Ocean doesn't go back to the ocean anymore. Damn, I love her name. This is Rose. Rose is the best sister, actually. I'm allowed to say that. So, Rose, what did Rose do again? Yeah, she, to her sisters, that's coping very deeply. Rose is also coping, but she doesn't really show it because she feels like she has to be there for her sisters. And if she doesn't, the universe will explode. Yay, haha. Anyway, so Rose gets food for one particular sister, which stays in their room all day. Not Ocean, by the way, although Ocean has every fucking right to be in a room all day and rot, but I would prefer her to stay alive. Anyway, Rose is supportive, the best older sister you can ever wish for. She is 20 years old, not 19, as I was saying. I didn't say she was 19 though, but in my head I was saying it. Anyway, this is Sadie. She is, how old is she? 21, yes. Damn, you're old. Anyway, Sadie was the other sister that was in the car crash with Ocean and their parents. Ocean and Sadie was lucky because they only got scars, as you can see, but their parents died, if you didn't figure that out already. Sadie was very close with Angela, actually, and she was very, very worried for her when she figured she was missing, which was basically the day after. But Sadie, like, I know, she's a good older sister too. She's a good sister in general, you know. Rose is also a good sister in general. By the way, this is Avery. Yes, that's her name. I didn't forget it. She died at 21 years old due to stabbing herself in the fucking head. I love you, Avery. But damn. Avery was very kind, very polite, and yes, very slay overall. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much. Oh no, not Harmony. Anyway, this is Audrey. Look at her outfit. She slays. Damn. I don't care. I'm gonna do this page. Audrey was very mentally scarred when she found out her sister Avery, who she was very close with, had done and committed suicide. So, if you see the little scar on her neck, she also did suicide. Rest in peace. Or as my sisters say, rest in peach. Anyway, this is Harmony. She's also very gay. She has a wife, actually, and if you can see her crown, it's not the same as the other sisters. And no, Olivia doesn't have a crown, but it's not the same because she married Kiara. And she also has a scene emo type of style, and she slays, yay, woohoo. She's also very polite and very kind, very charming. Yay, you gotta like her. Last one is Claire. Claire is, how old is she? She's 26. By the way, Harmony's 24. Anyway, Claire is now very traumatized, and she thinks she has failed as an older sister because she could not save her other sisters from their end and doom and that, and yeah, you get it. Anyway, she has not slept in a lot of weeks, months. I mean, she probably has slept from time to time, but that's usually up to an hour. Anyway, she is locked up in her room all day because she's coping, and damn. I'm so sorry for her, but at the same time not, because I am an OC creator. Anyway, that is what we can do for today. And I am very proud of this video. Actually, it will probably be out after I have edited a little and made the thumbnail. Cause yay, anyway. I hope you have an amazing or better, even better day/night. Love you guys. Okay, bye. Love you. Yes, bye.